shake from my bed to the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Will today be rough or will today be great? 9, 10, 11, 12. Lately I've been going through hell. 13, 14, 15, 16. Today's the day. Are you coming? Are you sick of being normal? I'm sick of being average. I'm sick of being mortal. I'm about to be a savage. I see a lot of things that I want, I will have them. I got a new mindset that I just established. I'll march through the cold with the nails on the pavement. I'll shovel that coal just to get out the basement. My story will be told, helping others make changes. I'll be so bold they will watch in amazement.
Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it.
Foot up on the pedal, pushing hard to the metal. Make a deal with the devil. Channel rage through my vessel into something that is special. Energy of a rebel, going up a level. I just wanna be greatness. I could feel changes, turn a new page and tie up my laces. I will be the bravest, break out of my cages. I will not be nameless, I will not be aimless.
Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. It's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. When I'm not right, it's my time to take it.
What is up, everybody? What is up? Welcome back to the Locked In Podcast, episode 222. Back in the building with my guy, Rich. Rich, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? How's everything?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Crazy, man. This is the first sports episode in like 6 months on this podcast, man. It's been all personal development. So birds are coming up in literally like a month. So we literally have like 30 days plus, not even. We have, what's day one? What do we have? I actually have the schedule. We're actually kicking off September 4th, so it's less than 30 days until the Eagles kick off which I think is a little sooner than most years. I feel like it's always around like the 9th or the 10th, but kicking off against Dallas. We're playing right now, right? Preseason. I'm gonna try to keep the live score up for you guys down there. So right now the Bengals are up 14-7 as I last checked. So as I start to see the score change, I'll update you guys. But just preseason, obviously, we're just gonna see. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see? Did the starters take any snaps at the beginning in this one?
Not so far. No, it's mostly Tanner McGee in there. You got Calcaterra in there at tight end. I forgot. It's like a lot of second year players they got in there right now. In general, but Will Shipley was in there too, running the ball. Had a tough time getting to the end zone the first drive. They had to do a tush push to get in, but their score is 10-14 now. Eagles just kicked his field goal. Couldn't get Calcaterra dropped a 5-yard pass. So on third down there on the, I believe it was the 25-yard line or so.
Damn. So they got some of the starters, and they got Calcaterra is not really a starter, but he's seen a lot of time with the Goddard injuries. You know what I mean? Throughout the years, I like Calcaterra. He's a really formidable, solid backup for sure.
Yeah.
He can actually play starter, to be honest. He's good. But yeah, what we're talking about tonight, guys, is like I said, it's going to be a little Eagle season preview. We'll give you a little schedule walkthrough because we have not done that yet. We've literally talked nothing since the Super Bowl. So we'll hop right into it. It's been weird because Sixers have not been relevant, Flyers not really relevant either. And then Phillies, I like to talk about the Phillies, but I like to wait till it gets towards the end of the season, like when we really know where the Phillies are at, to be able to really talk more. They look good. Schwarber's at 40 home runs. You know what I mean? He's looking good. He's looking to have one of the best seasons he's ever had, 40 home runs, and we still have a little less than 2 months of baseball. That's pretty damn good, where he's sitting.
Yeah, I agree, man. I feel like, I'm really excited for all Philly sports, but the Phillies, I think after the Durant trade, they're in a different, I believe I saw somewhere their odds are number 2 in Vegas or something like that to win the World Series. But yeah, man, I'm excited about the pitching. I just think on the mound, the mound is doing well. I just think, when they step up to the plate, man, these guys got to hit better. Because behind you got Schwarber, you got Harper, you got even the Real Muto, can hit a couple, you know what I mean? But in terms of behind that, I don't really have much confidence in the Phillies at bat right now. Behind it, Turner to me is not really turning up. You know what I mean? But
he didn't really show up in the playoffs last year either, and neither did Real Muto, to be honest. I've been trying to catch the Phillies where I can, man. For me, baseball, I love all 4 Philly sports, man, but baseball is just so many games, man. 162, bro. It's hard, man. I just got to kind of keep up with the stats and follow and stuff where I can. But obviously, man, I think we can both agree our number 1 teams here are obviously the Eagles. You know what I mean? Football is like a different type of passion, man. So go Birds. Barkley on the Madden cover. I was actually just talking to my boy, a half hour ago, and he's like, "Yo, it's sick that we finally are back on the Madden cover." I was like, knock on wood, I just hope there ain't no curses, man. We've seen it though not happen with any type of curse, so it's subjective.
Yeah, they said Brady broke it, and I think Mahomes broke that Madden curse.
Yeah, nah, he did. So it'll be interesting, but yeah, I do have the schedule, and I can share it on my screen as we go through. That's what we're going to talk about. And Mario is going to likely be on here too. So the people I put in the promo, Dante is still a tentative. Thomas is not coming on, and then Rob is not coming on either. They're both busy with other things. So potentially Dante, but Mario will be on a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to walk through the schedule, and we'll have another episode when September comes, like when the Birds are gearing up for week 1. All right, but before we get into it, just want to say, guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you're not already subscribed, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell that's in the corner to turn notifications on. because we release content every single Thursday, either personal development or sports. I mean, hey, it's been a lot of personal development, but now the football season is going to be coming back, and the Phillies, most likely, unless an epic collapse, are going to be in the playoffs. We're going to have some more sports kind of circling back this way. So if you like that type of content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm assuming you're already part of the community. So thank you for that. Also, still hit that like button. It really, really helps us out with the algorithm. Facebook or YouTube, either one. Comment below. Add some insight to the conversation tonight. YouTube, I can throw you up on the screen. Facebook, I'll just have to read it out loud due to Meta's privacy concerns, rights, whatever. Just enjoy the show, guys. 222, man. Episode 222. So I'm gonna share my screen. We'll give you a quick schedule walkthrough. It's crazy, man. It feels like just yesterday the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man. Now here we are. We're already back.
Man, that's the summertime going by fast, bro. I'm not going.
This summer has flown, bro.
Winter felt like it took forever to get through, and then summer just flew by.
I agree. Spring was long, man. Summer flew. Spring felt long. Let's see. Share screen. Share my tabs. Uh-oh, my drone froze.
Man, they still got Joe Burrow out there. That's funny, man. It's the third drive.
That's funny, man.
Still got Joe Burrow out there.
Yo, can you hear me right now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, my screen's like locked, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Your screen's locked?
Yeah. Is my face frozen on the screen?
Nah, you're fine. Everything on my end, you look fine.
Bro, it's so bizarre, man. My screen is locked. Man, you guys are just gonna have to bear with me a minute, man. I have no idea. I hit that
while you're working out the technical difficulties. I could give the play-by-play of the preseason game right now, guys. So Joe Burrow actually just took a sack right now from Robinson at number 95 on the Eagles D. The score is still 10-14. Bengals have been moving the ball, have been dealing with a lot of penalties and things of that nature. Most definitely holding a lot. Holding called on the kickoff return. Holding also called on the last play of the game. It was supposed to be a run for a first down. And now Bengals are in a bit of trouble because Joe Burrow just took a sack. 3rd and 17 right now. We're in the second quarter for those of you just tuning in or anyone who is not watching the Eagles preseason game right now. But it's and it's 3rd down 17. Joe Burrow throws. Pass broken up and dropped. Interception dropped by Jahai Campbell, actually. That was a close one. It's 4th and 17 now. But actually nice pass breakup here. Ball thrown to Williams and pops up in the air, misses it, and caught by Campbell, and then he dropped it. So he dropped the interception. So Steve,
man,
you got everything straight or what?
Chrome just completely crashed on me, man. I hope so, man. We're gonna see, man. I'm gonna hit this share thing again, man. Chrome crashed on me, man.
Yeah, I'm giving you play-by-play, so don't worry about it. Jahai Campbell almost caught interception from Joe Burrow actually just now on 3rd and 17. It's crazy. He dropped it.
Oh wow, man. Yeah, I was listening to you even as Chrome had crashed, bro. Like I could still hear you. It was bizarre. All right, why is my screen?
They're gonna take Joe Burrow out now because he just took a big sack, took a big hit.
Yeah, bear with me, guys. Yo, everything is like lagging slow, man. And I had done like a restart on my computer before I started up, but I'm not sure what's going on. But it is. It's
sure
not like it's something.
Any extra applications that you got open in the background that you're not using.
Yeah, some I have to keep open because they're doing like updates and stuff, so I can't close them unfortunately. But or else I'll lose like all my stuff that I have for like business and other stuff outside of this. So I don't want to shut everything down. But I think that's what's slowing it down. I have no choice though. It's kind of like it has to.
Hey man, hey, listen, don't worry about it. This is a watch along, guys. By the way, too. So if you guys want to throw in the Eagles preseason game and just kick back and watch it with us while you're listening to the pod. That's another recommendation too. But yeah, we are going to go over the Eagles schedule. We're going to go over some of our opinions about what we think is going to happen this season. So please do listen in. If you have any opinions, type it down in the comments section. We welcome open discussion. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
No, as always, guys. Whoop, didn't mean to hit that. Open up the Broncos game. So I'm just gonna pull up Facebook so I make sure that I got the comments there too, so we can just read them if they come in. Yeah, guys. So here we are right now, like where we're at, and let's see, I gotta look over this. So there's where we got the score right here. There's the Bengals game. What's going on now? Got a couple preseason games, and then September 4th, right here. We already know this is crazy because we usually don't play Dallas this early in the season. The last time I remember playing Dallas early was like 2015 or 16. It was like with Chip Kelly, and it was one of the worst Eagles-Cowboys games I ever saw. It was like 20-10, but that score felt so bad. Like Dallas kept giving us so many openings to win it, and it was just one of the most putrid Eagles games I think I ever watched. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
3.5 hours of what a waste of time, like, to watch. It was horrible, just disgusting. And you just knew that the type of year the Eagles were going to have that year. I think it was week 2. But in my lifetime, I've never seen the Eagles open the season in week 1 against Dallas. So this is going to be great for us because Dallas has to come into our building and see us get our rings or get the banner. You know, it's going to be the banner.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
That's going to be hilarious. They get to see the banner come down in our building, which is going to be hilarious. And now Micah wants out of Dallas, so this is like hilarious because everything's coming crashing down. And I saw Terry McLaurin wants out of Washington, so trouble in paradise in the NFC East.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I do want to say Johnny Wilson just caught a 30-yard pass from McKinney.
Nice.
He caught a nice 30-yard pass, and Bengals defense got called for defensive pass interference.
Is that from Tanner McKee? He caught it from McKee.
Yeah, Tanner McKee. Sorry.
Nah, you're good. That's what I was thinking. I was like Tanner McKee.
Yeah, my bad. I said McKinney. I think Tanner McKee. Yeah.
That's funny. Somebody has said I looked like Tanner McKee. I do not see that resemblance at all. I was like, what are you like? I could not. I forget who said that. I was like, I don't look like Tanner McKee. I don't see that. That's hilarious.
They Dillon in the backfield too, running right now. He's ripping through him. He just ran for a first down, 10 yards.
That's what's up, man. All right, guys. So we're just going to walk through, and like we said, Rich has the game on in the background, so we can update you guys as we do, and we'll update the score tracker up here as well. We have an interesting schedule this year. You know, we have some tough opponents, but I do think it's going to be a very good season. You know, we're the Eagles. You know, I really do. I believe the Eagles can beat anybody in the league. I'm not even going to lie. They can beat anybody, especially after what we saw last year. I don't think there was anybody that could potentially beat us, especially when we're at full strength. There's just nobody I think that, you know, but certain games, you know, you're not going to go 17-0 most likely. There's going to be losses along the way. So we're going to break it down for you guys. So we got week 1 at home against Dallas. That's going to be – is that a Thursday night game? Is that what we're kicking off? Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday night football, right? Because we're the champs. Pretty sure that's Thursday night. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's got to be Thursday night. It's Thursday night football. We're kicking it off. What you think about this one, man? I mean, for me, I think this is relatively easy. I know it's a division game. We're the champs. We're coming back. It's going to be a W for the Eagles.
Definitely.
I got the Eagles with a dub here, man. And I got the Eagles with a dub pretty convincingly too, man. In our building, we got the banner. No way we're losing to Dallas in that one.
Yeah, we're going to be going off, man. It's going to get nasty.
Hell yeah. So we got that. All right, I'm just going to – this is crazy, man, because usually Dallas games are close, but I'm very confident in the Eagles taking week 1. Week 2, we got Kansas City, and we're going back. We're going to Chiefs. We're going to Arrowhead to face them after they got their ass mollywopped in the Super Bowl. Literally mollywopped. Like, it's one of the worst beatings I've ever seen Kansas City get.
Mm-hmm. You see the score in my background right here.
What's that?
I said, you see the score in my background right here, 40-22, and that wasn't even. Listen, we sat our starters. It was they was nowhere near no 22 points when we sat our starters.
Nah, it was like a 30. What was it, like 40-6 at one point? Like we were
Yeah,
up 34. So I
we
mean,
sat
or
our
something like
starters.
that. Yeah, 34-6 or something. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't even as close as the score really showed. Except for some crazy passes by Mahomes at the end, like it were just, is what the starters were sending. So this one's gonna be interesting because it is an Arrowhead. They are coming off of getting killed, and you figure refs maybe you'll help them with it. This one, I mean, for me, do I think? I don't know, man. I think the Eagles can go in there and just win that game. I think it'll be interesting though, for sure.
I don't think so, man. I don't think we're just gonna go in and win. We're gonna get the best of Patrick Mahomes.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Cowboys
yeah.
week one will be easy, but I think I think we can win this, but by 3 points. Like I think we'll win this one, but by like 3 points, bro. Like a field goal, bro.
I agree with you on that one, man. That's what I meant. I didn't mean they were gonna go in there and like walk them, but I think it just absolutely destroy them. But I do believe that the Eagles can go in there and win. It'll be a test for sure. They're not going to beat them by like 30 points like they did in the Super Bowl. I don't think they'll be much more prepared for us, and it'll be interesting. I could see the Eagles losing that one for sure, but I do have the confidence that they can win that game, even though it's in Kansas City. I'm gonna pick the Eagles to win.
Hey, why do they always send us to KC, bro, on regular season games? You notice that? Like after we lost the Super Bowl, the rematch the year after in 2023, we had to go to KC. Now when we win the Super Bowl rematch, we gotta go back to KC again. When are we gonna play KC at home?
I think we played them at home in Hurts' first year, right? It was Hurts' first year when we went. Remember when Brady was on in Tampa? We had to play. Yeah, I think we did. We played them at home, but the Eagles were not the team they were. That was Hurts' first year.
First full year starting, or first
full year starting? I think it was his first full year.
That's still not the same team, though.
Nah, that was the first year he was with the team, and that was the year we went to Tampa round one and lost. It was against was that the year Brady won the Super Bowl? I think it was.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. No, maybe he didn't. No, you know what? I don't think he won the Super Bowl that year. I think that was. I forget. I don't remember if he won that year, but either way, they had beaten us, but we were not the same team. All right, so then you got the Rams coming here, 1:00 game on the 21st. Is that going to be? Let me think. Yeah, it's another Sunday. So a Sunday game. You got Sunday, 1:00. I got the Eagles winning that, man. The Rams have only beaten us, I think, once under McVay. Once. Yeah. Ever in the entire time McVay's been coach. 8 years. We got the Rams number, man. And Barkley went off against the Rams last year. Went absolutely off. Dude, his biggest games were against the Rams. I don't got the Rams beating us, especially not coming here and doing it. So
yeah, I mean, we beat them twice last year, man. You're definitely right. We got their number. Beat them once in the regular season, beat them again in the playoffs. The thing about Rams are definitely going to be trying. Yo, can you hear me, bro?
You had locked up for like 15 seconds. You were saying the Rams are definitely gonna, and then you froze.
Yeah. Sorry about y'all. Y'all saw that weird face or something like that. Anyway, the Rams definitely locked up. But the thing is they're. I know that they're agitated, especially with last year. We were watching, some news on the Rams and what they've been doing, and the word is out there is that their training camps they keep practicing and practicing and practicing again when they play against us. Like they have it circled. They've been studying our players extra hard. I do think this could be a possibility as a pencil in our first loss of the season. I do have confidence in the team, and I do think we could beat them. Like you said, we have their number. I agree. But sometimes when it comes to Eagles, as a longtime Eagles fan, and you know this too, Steve, some of the games that we expect them to win, sometimes
they don't win.
And and some of the games we expect them to lose, they actually end up coming out on top sometimes. So Eagles can kind of be unpredictable in that way. I don't know. I need a little bit more time to see if it's the same old Eagles. I do have 100% confidence in my team, but I just think that this particular game, this team is spiteful towards us from last year, and just kind of, McVay is like a type of coach that is very intelligent. He's not going to give up. He's going to keep trying and trying. And so, yeah, so I think I'm gonna put an L for this one, bro. I'm gonna put an L for this one. As crazy as it sounds, and I don't even like that I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it just because, some of these games, man, because of how the NFL has not been able to ban a tush push, how things have been going, I just see it as are we at home, by the way? Let me just
we're home.
Oh, we're home. Oh, no, never mind. That's a W. Never mind. That's a W. If we home, that's a W.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. I see if any of these three we lose in the first three, I say it's Kansas City because we're going on the road.
We're pretty unstoppable at home. I'm not even gonna lie, yo.
Yeah. The next week's gonna be interesting because it's the same as last year, bro. Week 4, we're going to Tampa. So this was the game when we were completely banged up. There was no AJ Brown, no Devontae Smith, and there was no Lane Johnson. So that was a big loss, and I think we were losing somebody key on defense too. So this is going to be interesting because everybody always says that we have bad luck against Tampa Bay. This is going to be interesting. Eagles are going to have to lose games at some point, right? I don't know, man. I feel like what you were saying against the Rams, though, having vengeance against us, man, I feel like we got to have vengeance against Tampa, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, one thing is I will say that we could lose our first game against Tampa if their Rams game is going to be a battle. No doubt. Rams game is going to be another. The Rams are, I'm telling you, were already a hard team to go against. And I will say, like, they're a bitter team, man. They're going to be playing. I'm telling you, this is along with Cowboys always play dirty. We know that. But the Cowboys, Commanders, and the Rams are probably going to be the dirtiest teams that we face this season. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, maybe with like Jared Verse and stuff. But I'll say this is I don't know what it is, man. I don't think the Rams match up well with us, man. I don't know if there's a way that they can. I mean, they can beat us unless we're banged up. It's going to be very difficult for them to beat us, man. I don't think they have the team to match up.
So at home at W is a W, but for the Rams, it's at home definitely a W. But with the Bucs, I feel the same way about what you feel with the Eagles and Rams. That is with the Bucs and the Eagles is that we match up bad. We just match up bad against the Buccaneers. It's been like that, you know what I mean? And this guy, the head coach for the Buccaneers, his defensive mindset. He always tries to get Hurts to roll out to the left-hand side of the field because he knows statistically throwing on the left-hand side of the field, Hurts is not as good as anywhere else on the field at throwing. So he always tries to find a way to get Hurts to scramble to the left-hand side of the field.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. So he's not as strong there. Now, Todd Bowles is good defensively. That's going to be tough, man. This game is going to be, I think, very tough. We have beaten Todd Bowles, though, before during the season, and even with Hurts. It's going to be interesting, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just drinking a Kool-Aid, bro. I think they're gonna go in and I think they're gonna win this game. I'm gonna say they're gonna win by 3. And I know that starts the season 4-0, man. It's not the easiest schedule either. I mean, I think the Rams are just a good matchup for us. Dallas, I don't fear Dallas, even though it's a division game. Kansas City in this one will be tough the first 2 weeks, especially on the road. We're playing obviously the 2 tougher opponents out of the first 4 on the road. So these ones I could see going either way. I'm gonna say that the Eagles win this though. I'm gonna have them 4-0 to start the season. I think we get our get back on them, and I think we win this one. I'm gonna say by like 3, maybe by 6. That's my pick. How about you, bro? Who do you got winning this one?
So for the Broncos,
Nah, for Tampa. You got Tampa winning, or do you got the Eagles?
I got
Tampa.
I got Tampa giving us our first loss of the season. I
Okay.
got Tampa. Because we're away, right?
Yeah, so you got 3-1 through the first 4.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be funny business here with the refs. Honestly, I just don't. I think we can start off 3-0, and then that fourth game, man. I just feel like the referee, like the NFL, is going to kind of what they did with the second Washington game. That game was poorly ref. C.J. Gardner Johnson, our former safety, he's now in Texas, got kicked out, ejected from the game. Didn't even for taunting, which is unheard of really in football, to get ejected for taunting, especially when the other player made physical contact with you. So that's kind of the level of what NFL referees can do.
Right.
I just feel like it's going to be funny business out there in Tampa.
No, 100%. It might be, bro. Yeah, man. So the next one's the Broncos, man. This should be an interesting one too. Bo Nix and everything, but we are in Philly. We are in Philly, so I got the Eagles winning this one too, man. I got the Eagles starting 5-0 to start the season. The Broncos one I don't fear as much. Like I said, the Bucks and the Chiefs one could go either way. But I'm gonna say they're gonna go 5-0 to start the season here.
Yeah, I'm saying 4-1. 4-1.
4-1 to start.
Definitely beat the Broncos. Definitely. It's not even a question in my head. Not even hesitation.
Yeah. So then we got the Giants, going on the road there.
Dub.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I said the Giants will be I think a little bit better than they were last year, but the Giants still can't run with us, man. I got the division game, got us there. So I got 6-0.
Vikings dub. We always match up good with the Vikings.
Yeah, even on the road, they were good. They were good last year until they got exposed by Detroit at the end of the season. There, you know what I mean? They were kind of considered pretenders. So I agree. So I got the Eagles going 7-0 to start, and then we got the Giants the next week. I'll scoop through that too, and I'll go dub. So I mean, I'm going to go dub there too. I think we sweep the Giants, and there we go. We got 8-0. Then we're going to we're going to Lambeau to play Green Bay, play the Packers, who some analysts tried to say Jordan Love was the best quarterback in the NFC, which is insanity. I don't even think he's top 5. Some guy, he actually had Hurts at like 7, and it's like, I don't even think Love is top 5. I would actually say my top 5 quarterbacks are Hurts, Stafford, not in any particular order. Hurts, Stafford, what's his name? Jaden Daniels. I would have who else in there? Love maybe at 5, actually. Who else did I put in there? I forget who my list was. I'm trying to think. I'd actually put Baker above him too. So I'd put Baker above him as well. In the NFC. Oh, and Goff and Jared Goff. Yeah. So I actually put Love at like 6. I don't even have Love in the top 5. So I would say that, So yeah, I got the Eagles beating Green Bay too. That'll be in November. It'll be a little cold, but that'll be all right. I think that game will actually be close though. I do. It's in Green Bay. We got them. It was a close game to start the season last year in Brazil. I do think it'll be close. I think that we're both two good offensive teams, but our defense is better than Green Bay's. And I think that even on the road, and obviously all of our guesses here, obviously we can't prepare for injuries or for anything to happen. So we're preparing on like full strength. You know what I mean? In football, it's very odd to have full strength this far into the season for both teams, but we're going off of full strength. So if I go on full strength here, I got the Eagles winning that too. So I got the Eagles at 9-0 to start the season. The one out of that, like I said, the caveat will be, I think the chance it could be the Bucks or the Chiefs in that stretch. But if they win those ones, I think they start 9-0. And then we got the Lions. And this game, if it was in Detroit, I would actually say the Eagles are going to lose this game. If this was in Detroit, I would actually say this is an L, especially if Detroit's at full strength, just because, we never got that last year. Now, if it was in the playoffs, I'd say differently, but I would say this is the game where the Eagles could be a little tired. They came off of playing the Packers and the Vikings 2 out of the last 3 weeks on the road. This could be a game where they're a little tired. They come back, they play Detroit and lose. But because we're not on the road in this one will be interesting, to be honest. I have to think about this one. Yeah, this one I had to think about. We're 9-0. I don't know, man. Maybe that could be our first L. I don't know, but if we're in Philly and we do have a that's, you know what though, it's a short week. We go. What do we play on? Play on Sunday, and then it's a short week though, right? What is that? Sunday to Thursday? Yeah, so we're going from Sunday to Thursday. That's a short week for us. I don't know, man. I have to come back to this one. I don't know what your thoughts are. I got to come back to that. I got to let that kind of marinate and come back.
For the second Cowboys game?
Nah, for the Lions game.
For the Lions game, are
Short
we
week.
at home?
We are. It's a short week.
Yeah, I mean, a short week. Usually Eagles handle short weeks well. We had to deal with a short week last season, and we handled it pretty well. I think we'll do the same in this case. I think the Lions are a great team. I think they're a team to be not to be trifled with, but at the same time, man, I just feel like our team's more hungrier than the Lions are, and even after the Super Bowl, I just feel like, man, they won another one, man. Like they were trying to run it back. They've been very aggressive about being on to the next. So I do think that at home, the Eagles are a very, very, very hard team to defeat. I think that we're probably one of the I'm gonna just be real with you. I feel like we're the hardest team to play in the NFL at home. Every team that comes here in the playoffs, whenever we've gotten home field advantage in the playoffs, all the way back to that magical 2017 season with Nick Foles, like when we've had home field advantage in Philadelphia, we usually always win. You know what I mean? So it's I mean the atmosphere, it's something that Aaron Philly, man, or playoffs to kind of kind of same thing with Red October in the Phillies, man, but it's even greater with the Eagles. Is the aura in Philadelphia when it's playoff time. But obviously this isn't a playoff game, but just in a general sense of speaking, man, Eagles over Lions, bro. I take that out home all day.
All right. Yeah, I got the win in it too, to be honest. So I got them 9-0 to start the season. Which isn't too far off. We've done it before. Then we go to Dallas, 425 game. Just like we swept Dallas last year. I know Dak was hurt in one of the games.
We split.
You think we split?
We split. I think that Lions game going to take a lot out of us, bro.
Could.
This in Jerry World or no?
It's in Jerry World. Man, I don't know. I got the Eagles winning, man. They're going to beat Dallas.
I'm not arguing with that. I'm not arguing with that because it's just for me, I know how this divisional stuff goes. Games are really weird with
100%.
division rivals, excuse me. Games are really weird with us. Like that Commanders game where we split with them last year, we really shouldn't have split, bro. But I just know if we're in Jerry World, the refs always act up in Jerry World. I mean, it's nothing to do with the talent of the Eagles that I'm saying Dallas this time around, but I just think that they're going to be up to their usual funny business if we're in Jerry World. Are we in Jerry World or are we at home here?
We're in Jerry World, so
I'm not. I say we win the first game. When we drop that banner on that first game, we're tearing the Cowboys up, man. But when we're in Jerry World, man, it's always some funny business with the refs, man. So I'm gonna probably put this as what does that make the Eagles overall with the win at the Lions and the loss at the Cowboys? What does that make Eagles overall record?
For you, 8-2, I think, and I'll have them at 10-0 here because I'm gonna have them 10-0 to start. Then we go and we play the Bears. That's a 3:00 game. What is that? Thanksgiving? Probably what it is. I think it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The Eagles got a Thanksgiving game this year. We're home. I think we whooped the Bears. The Bears are any good, man. Yeah, we don't worry about the Bears, man. So then we go to so that's 11-0. I have you have them at 9-2. We go to the next week to the Chargers. Even though it's in LA, man, Chargers is another dub, man. I don't see them beating us, man. Herbert, to me is very overrated. So I got them 12-0. You got them 10-2. Mm-hmm. Another next week, man. Raiders coming here, man. It's a dub, bro. Like, I mean, I cannot see the Raiders. Even if we were going to Vegas, bro, I can't see them beating us, man. The Raiders are not a good team. So I got them 13-0. I'm assuming you got them beating the Raiders.
Yeah, 100%.
So 11-2. I'm gonna say this is my first L of the year, bro. Here, I'm gonna say that in Washington, bro. They're playing Washington 2 out of the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna say they're gonna lose to Washington. I got them. Wait a minute. So
I don't agree with you on that one.
yeah, I got that. I got that as the L. I'm gonna have them split. To be honest, I'm gonna say they're gonna beat Washington and Philly, or it could be the other way around. If the Eagles have nothing to play for, they might lose the last game of the season. But let me take that little battle down there.
Eagles just caught a touchdown. Let me see who that was.
Yo, what's up,
Nice.
Mario? Let me.
Hey, slant pass by Tanner McGee. Got to see what player this is.
Mario, what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm the lucky charm, bro. I just came on. They scored a touchdown.
Yeah, Smith. I don't know if that's Anais Smith who just caught that, but he just did the TikTok trend dance.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Hilarious.
Nah, man. So Marius, we're pretty much almost through the schedule here. We're all the way at the
man. Sorry for coming in late, bro, but I had to come in when I could.
Nah, you're good, man. So I have the Eagles 14-0 going into this game. Actually, there's 2 potential games I can see them losing. But I have them at 14-0. Rich has them at 12-2 going into these last 3. I said the first L is going to come in Washington, but I could actually see this being reversed because I don't know if the Eagles might have anything to play for at the end of the season. So I'm actually going to say though they're going to take the L in Washington, and I'm actually going to give them an L, Rich, bro, in Buffalo. I said they're going to lose to Buffalo. They're going to lose that game in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo. It's going to be in December. It's probably going to be snowing. They're probably going to lose that game. I got them losing to Buffalo.
You know, we don't agree on this right here. The Commanders are let me tell you why the Commanders are hot trash. I'm going to go ahead and tell you why the Commanders are hot trash. Because Jaden Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump. And I'll take it a step further. I think his first year, he did amazing his first year. He looked like one of the top quarterbacks in the league his first year. I think this dude is going to get injured this season. And I don't mean to be like, I don't wish that upon it. Obviously, it's a rival. I'm not saying that because I wish that. I don't wish injury upon nobody. But the way his body is built, the way he got injured last year, his first year in the league, I think people have caught on to how he plays now. I think people have film on him now, so teams are going to be prepared. Last year, teams weren't prepared. He was a rookie. Teams didn't know how this guy was going to play. This year, I think teams are going to catch on. I think they're going to be fully prepared to take on Jaden Daniels, and I think he, as a result, he'll have to scramble out more and take more risks and chances, and I think that it's going to result in him getting hurt because of his body type. And because I've seen him take pretty tough hits as his first. And they're still playing Joe Burrow. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Burrow took a couple bad sacks in this preseason game. They're still playing him. I think that's pretty funny, Bengals. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So I say we sweep the Commanders. We really should have sweeped them last year. The refs were up to their funny business the second game last year. I think we sweep Commanders again this year. Buffalo. 50-50 for me, man. Buffalo, you're right. It's snowing, it's cold, but you can never really count the Eagles out, especially since we match up well and we usually beat Buffalo. So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, Rich, don't forget, man, that game against Commanders last year, Jalen Hurts got injured as well.
Hey, listen, Marius is definitely right, man. That's an important detail. We didn't have our starting quarterback.
Yeah, we didn't have our starting quarterback. We had the refs against us, and it still took overtime to beat us. Fucking crazy.
That's a fact, man. I just think they're going to be hot trash, man, by the time we hit December this year.
Yeah. No, I here's the thing. Do you have them beating Washington both times, both games?
Yes.
Okay, so you have them actually splitting with Dallas and beating Washington twice. I'm going to say the opposite. I'm going to say they're going to sweep Dallas, but they're going to split Washington. So you have them at 13-2 then through 15. I got them at 14-1. Buffalo, what's your thoughts on that game? In Buffalo. I got them as an L.
Are you asking me or Marius?
Oh, either of y'all.
Oh, you can go first, bro. It's okay.
Man, I just feel like it's 50-50, man. I just feel like we usually beat Buffalo. It's nothing against Josh Allen or Bills. They're a great team, it's a great organization, but we usually come out on top. Our defense usually matches up good against our offense, and our offense usually tears up their defense. You know, especially with Saquon Barkley running. I mean, Buffalo has a good run defense, man, but we have one of the best offensive lines in the league. I don't think that their defensive line can handle our offensive line. We just usually outmuscle Buffalo Bills in the toughness department, and they're a tough team too, but we're just tougher than them.
Yeah, Buffalo was it was a very tough win when we got it in Philly that time. And I was in Philly, so I'm gonna say this is in Buffalo, and it's probably almost snow territory for Buffalo. So that's why I have them taking the L. I got 2 straight actually weeks of losses after going 14-0. So I got them at 14-2 heading into the final week.
Can I give you a picture in my head of what I think of when I think of Eagles versus Bills? Remember that moment when Josh Allen, he tried to dive above a pile. I don't know if it was for a touchdown or first down, but one of our defensive players met him midair. One of our linebackers met Josh Allen midair, and Josh Allen's a tough dude, and he runs dudes over. Like Josh Allen's built like a linebacker, but this dude knocked his block off, man. Like one of our linebackers, I don't know if it was I don't know if it was like Murrow back when he was playing for the Eagles. I don't know who it was, man, but they clocked him pretty good, man. And that just stayed with me about like the toughness aspect of one team. Eagles are running it back right now. Anaya Smith just got to the Bengals 40-yard line, kick return. My bad. Punt return. Excuse me.
Right. It'll be I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think in Buffalo we just I don't know, man. I got a feeling we lose that one, man. But it could go either way.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50, man. It depends on how much both teams have to play for, man.
And how much
Eagles, because if the Eagles stream through past the season, man, and we're already division champs, and let's just say hypothetically we have home field locked down. If we don't have anything to play for, I can easily see that going to Buffalo. But if there's everything to play for, it's just one of those games where it's like 50-50.
Yeah, I'm banking that they're going to be 14-1 at this point, so they're not gonna sweat an L here.
Yeah, and if they're 14-1, chances are most likely we'll wrap the division up by then. I mean, I don't see Washington catching us or anything like that. So that'll be for home field.
And that's the thing. These actually could get reversed. Like Washington could take the win on the last one. I don't know. I think they're gonna split with Washington, even if they don't really have much to play for. I don't know. Some way, somehow, out of those last two, I don't know. Maybe I'll swap them. Maybe they take the L in the last game. But I just feel like we're gonna end up 15-2, man, which would be absolutely insane. But there are 2 games in this stretch. I was telling Rich, the Tampa game and the game week 2 in Kansas City. They could lose those games. So I think worst case scenario, the Eagles end up 13-4. Best case scenario, 15-2. That's where I have Philly sitting this year. I think that we can beat almost any team in the league, as long as we're healthy. And all of this is pending full health, which is usually not likely. Somebody's going to be banged up at some point. But full health, I think the Eagles go 15-2 this year. My worst case prediction is 13-4.
Only way we're losing that second game to the Commanders, bro, is if we're sitting our starters on that last game of the season. I'm telling you that right now.
100%. But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If they're 15-1, they are going to probably sit their starters. I don't see anybody else being 15-1 at that point of the season. That'd be ridiculous. I know the Lions were really good last year, and we were in a tight stretch with them. That was rare, though, man. 3 teams fighting it out for a heavy. Like, it was us, the Vikings, and the Lions, like, to the end. And I'm like, that's usually unheard of. You usually don't see 3 teams fighting for a spot at the end, man. It just doesn't work out like that. So I don't see anybody. If we're 15-1, I don't see. Yeah, we probably will easily be taking an L in the final game of the season. But I actually think that our backups are going to. My ultimate prediction is going to be the Eagles are going to lose the first one, and then they're going to beat them with the backups in week 18. So
I mean, man, you
If
never
If Rich says they're hot trash, bro, we're gonna beat them with our backup.
we could,
Yeah,
bro, because
yeah, me and you don't agree fully on the Jaden Daniels thing. I think for sure he's going to take a step back. They're going to have the film on him. I definitely don't think he's going to have the year he did last year, but I don't think he's going to like regress extremely. On injury, yeah, of course that could happen, but we don't have any way of knowing that. I don't think he's going to regress extremely. I think he's a good quarterback. I do think he has something special, but I don't think he's going to have the year he had last year. I think that, yeah, there's a such thing as a sophomore slump for a reason. And I do think that, this might be a down year, and then maybe year 3 he comes back and he's stronger again. I think the kid does have something special, and I do think he's resilient. But like I said, I think that he will take a slight step back this year. Hopefully for the Commanders, he doesn't have a CJ Stroud type of bounce back year, because CJ Stroud had a horrible year last year after having a fantastic year the year before. So Jordan Love got very hyped up too last year after beating Dallas the way they did last year, the year prior, and then how they had taken San Fran to the wire too. And that's a team that a lot of people are overlooking and keep forgetting about, the Niners. A lot of people keep forgetting about them. Now they're going to be full strength with Greenlaw coming back. I know that a lot of people still don't trust in Purdy. You just can't count San Fran out if they have a fully healthy team. I'm going to say that right now. Kyle Shanahan will have them boys playing. And I will say I do think San Fran is going to be in the mix next year, for sure.
Yeah, they were really banged up last year, man.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. If McCaffrey, and that's a big if, because McCaffrey usually does not fully stay healthy. Their best chance was 2 years ago, when McCaffrey had a pretty much fully healthy season. They got to the Super Bowl. But I will say, if McCaffrey is relatively healthy throughout the season, he's still arguably the best. As good as Barkley is, too. They're both actually neck and neck. I'd actually say him and Barkley are like the 2 best running backs in football. If they have McCaffrey at full strength, the Niners are going to be a good team. And they also, you got to remember this, Salah's coming back. So they're going to have Robert Saleh back at defensive coordinator. They brought him back from the Jets. So I think the Niners are going to be in it, man. And it's going to be interesting. But I will say Kyle Shanahan chokes when it matters, always in the playoffs. But during the season, he's going to have it interesting. I'm not saying the Niners are going to be 15-0 going through the first few weeks, but I do think they're going to be one of the threats. I think the Vikings will take a step back this year. Vikings are not going to be as good. I think
way too many wins were fluke last year for the Vikings, man. Those 1-score wins, dude.
So many flukes. Too many flukes. They're going to take a step back for sure, in my opinion. Green Bay, they're going to be mid. I just think, the Rams, they'll make it interesting, but I don't think they're going to be anything crazy. I think the Niners are going to win the division if they stay fully healthy. And we'll see what the Commanders can do, but they're the only team in the division. Terry McLaurin apparently wants out, though. So we'll see what happens with that as we monitor it.
Yeah, because if Jane Daniels loses McLaurin, man, that's his best receiver. So I don't know what they're going to get. I don't know who they're going to get to replace him.
Yeah, if they lose McLaurin, they're in trouble. They're going to have to find somebody, because you're right. That's like us losing actually A.J. Brown or Smitty, because they're both top receivers. But I'd say like that'd be like us losing A.J. Brown. Or I'll actually take it a step further. It'd be like us losing Barkley because like our number one weapon, that's his number one weapon ultimately. Like he's the best offensive weapon on the field besides Jaden Daniels. So they lose McLaurin. That's huge because you take away a deep threat. McLaurin is a deep threat for sure. Yeah, man, that's going to be interesting to monitor. And obviously, I think the Micah Parsons situation in Dallas is a done deal. I think Micah, there's no chance of that reconciling. I think that Mike is done. He's out. He's gone. So he wants out of there. So I don't even think they're going to be able to pay him. He's just gone. So
Jerry does it again.
Jerry always does this, though, man. He always does this with his star players. We were talking about this time last year with CeeDee Lamb, man. Come on. Like, so he's going to last minute. He's like, oh, shucks. He's about to leave. I'll pay him. Like
Bro, my man's a billionaire, man. Like, god damn, stop being cheap. Pay the man his money.
It's different though, Rich. I was gonna say, he's not gonna pay a defensive end, I don't think, or like a linebacker, and like a Parsons, that type of money. See, he pays Dak, he pays CD, but that was like pulling teeth just to do that. Yeah, dude, he overpaid Dak. That's the problem, dude. I mean, Dak Prescott. I'll be honest, Dak is not a horrible quarterback. He's very mid though. Like he's had games where he's great, and then there's other seasons where he's led the league in interceptions. So Dak is very inconsistent. He's mid.
but even with Dak though, man, the contract that Dak got, if you forgot, man, like for the first few years, like he had to play on the franchise tag because Jerry wouldn't pay him. And then it got to a point where they couldn't franchise tag him anymore. So either they had to pay him or they had to lose him. So they did the stupid thing and they paid him.
Yeah, instead of trying to draft trying to draft a quarterback, what they did was they decided to. I don't think Dallas trusts their draft process, so it's like, you know, it is what it is. They lucked up with Micah Parsons, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Micah wants to win, dude. I mean, you can only keep a player there so long. You're in a market where it's considered like the biggest market in football and stuff, you know. But there's like 3 decades of disappointment in that city. You know, Micah Parsons is someone who wants to win. You know what I mean? So it's like you can only keep a player there so long when you continue to lose. You know what I mean? So he wants out. And I don't blame him. I'm really surprised on the Terry McLaurin thing. I don't know if that's just a money situation or whatever, but I feel like that could work out. Like, I feel like they probably could pay him. I'm assuming it's a contract negotiation type thing. I don't think he just wants out. That one really struck me like as weird. I mean, they made it to the NFC Championship game last year. So the Commanders do have a lot of potential. So for him to want out, I'm really curious on what that's all about. But I will say that would be huge for the Eagles if someone else does pick him up, especially if he goes to the AFC or something. That would be hilarious. But I feel like that could just be smoke and mirrors, and I feel like they could, wind up, contract negotiation, paying him more money or something. He comes back. That's huge, though. If he leaves the Commanders, it's huge. Something to monitor for sure. But yeah, if that happens, NFC East is like as good as ours as long as we stay healthy. I don't see anybody, to take us out.
Talking about, Ben, we got the Giants.
Dude, I'm not gonna call me crazy, but I think the Giants could have a better year than Dallas, bro. I hate to say it, dude. The Giants now, without like Daniel Jones and stuff, man, they're like a young whatever team. I will say I do like Malik Neighbors. I do think Neighbors is good, man. He's just on a horrible team. Dude, the Giants, man. I don't think
the Giants can go 15-2, man. You never know.
Well, until they fix that O-line, bro. That O-line is shot. Until they fix that shit, bro, that team is not a non-factor, bro.
Yo, but you got to understand, there's no pressure on the Giants at all, man. I don't know, man. Dallas has all the pressure on them, man. I feel like Dallas. Yo, remember this.
Is there any pressure on the Browns?
Huh? No.
Is there any pressure on the Browns? So that don't matter, bro.
But I will say, who's their quarterback now?
It's Russell Wilson, but that he and Russell Wilson's up and down within itself. He was on a better last year.
He is, but he's the best quarterback they've had, I'd say, in like Daniel Jones.
No, he is, but he needs weapons around him to succeed, though, man. I don't know who the Giants have to support him.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying the Giants are going to win 10 games. I'm just saying I think they got to have a better year than they did last year, and Dallas might just completely freaking implode.
I don't think they're going to have a better year than Dallas, though. I think Dallas.
Here's the thing. I don't think so either, but here's the thing. I wouldn't be completely shocked if it happens. So let's just remember this. What is this, August 7th? Then we'll see at the end of the season where the teams lie. That's crazy if the Giants do have a better year, though. We'll see.
I mean, Dallas they've restored a lot of their offensive line and put a lot of work in the drafts and free agency to fix their O-line. They picked up Miles Sanders, who has a grudge against us. They still have look at the trades that they made. So I understand the issue and the situation with Parson. I understand Dallas's defense, for all intents and purposes, their defense sucks. All right, I understand that, but their offense is still productive and consistently productive when Dak is there throughout the regular season. Dak's problem is he sucks in the playoffs. Can't do anything in the playoffs. Can't go past the second round. But regular season, the Cowboys could. I'm not saying that they're going to have a great season by any means. Like, I'm saying, like, they're probably like a 9-7 team. But I can't picture for the life of me New York Giants having a better season than the Cowboys. I just can't. I can't even picture it. That's just me, though. That's just me. I could be completely wrong. You could be right, man. Russell Wilson could he could turn up, man. And Malik Neighbors is there. You got some good skill position players in New York, and their defense definitely, I think, is better than Dallas's defense. I think
Malik Neighbors could be like a top 5, 6, 7 wide receiver in the NFC, man. He's just on a bad team. So that is one weapon that Russell Wilson does have. It does have Malik Neighbors. And I think Malik Neighbors is the truth. Like, I think he's, like, legit. So,
I mean, listen, if McLaurin becomes available, man, the Giants get McLaurin, bro. Now that's 2 weapons that Russell Wilson has.
oh, dude, if they have McLaurin and Neighbors, man, they're gonna. I mean, our O line ain't that good, but I'm not gonna lie. You have McLaurin and Neighbors, man. That's gonna be.
That would change a lot. That would change my opinion. If they picked up McLaurin, that would change my opinion.
They would just kind of need a running back at that point because I don't even know who the hell's their running back. I don't even know who the running back.
Well, past tense it was Barkley, but current tense I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know who the run game is. So I have no idea. Yeah, man, I have them 15-2. Like I said, worst case 13-4. We'll see what happens with that, but I don't know, man. I'm feeling good about the Eagles this year. Pending any injuries or anything. Yeah, these were some of the games, Mario, we were walking through. I love seeing that 40-22 score up there. Yeah, I had that as an L.
All them garbage. We allowed the Chiefs to score.
Right. Oh, didn't mean to click that.
Steve got them at 16-1. I have them at 15-2. Was our totals?
No, I have them at 15-2.
Oh, you had them at 15. Oh, yeah. It was just the different games. We just didn't agree on the exact game. But
you essentially have them at. I think you have them at 15-2 as well. Then I think.
Yeah. We agree on the record. It's just the games.
Yeah, and then like my potential L's are this one. This is a potential, and this one right here, in Tampa. It's week 4 again. Last year, I will say though, man, we had no AJ Brown, no Smitty, and no Lane Johnson.
Wait, why the hell are the Buccaneers playing like in Tampa again? Why aren't they coming here?
I know they never come here, dude. They come here since Rick's first season, dude. It's week 4 again too. We're playing.
I don't mind playing them, but why the hell aren't they here? Like, shouldn't they rotate?
I know. We said the same thing about Kansas City, man. Why do we keep going to KC? Why aren't KC coming here?
Why aren't they coming here, man?
Yeah, we get the Rams here again. We got the Broncos here. We have.
No. You know why the Chiefs? No, you know why though? Because I think it's the last time that we play the Chiefs like here last time.
Mm-mm. No. We played them in Kansas City 2 years ago, man. The game we won when Sirianni was running and yelling at the Chiefs fans and stuff.
Oh yeah.
No, that was in KC, dude. Because we played Buffalo the following week at home. That was when we were home. We played Buffalo, and then we collapsed after that when we played the Niners at home, and then it was downhill from there. Lost 5 of 6, and it was over.
That Packers game is interesting.
It is. But I just also say
it's in Green Bay. If it was here, I wouldn't have cared as much. But it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I said that one could be interesting. I thought it was going to be a close game, for sure, because it is in Green Bay, and we always go close with Green Bay. I feel even with Jordan Love. I did say Green Bay and us both have good offenses. Green Bay and us both have good offenses, but our defense is better than Green Bay's. So that's what I'll say. Our defense is better than Green Bay's. So. Yeah, so our defense is better than Green Bay's. I got us beating Green Bay. The Lions one's interesting too, but we're home.
Yeah, the games that I had them losing were because he like Steve said, we're home with the Lions. Tampa Bay were away, and the second Cowboys game were away. That's the 2 games that I had us losing. Was the Tampa Bay away and the Cowboys away, and. I attested that we lose to the Cowboys due to referees.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see the Tampa game. I don't see them. I see us a clean sweep on Dallas. Even with the refs, man, I don't see Dallas being able to keep up.
Yeah, especially if they lose Mika, man, that's a wrap. We're gonna run right through that defense.
It's gonna be a gaping hole.
Bro, we blew them past with Mika there last year, man. That's what we're gonna do with them without him there, man.
Yeah, no Micah, bro. They're done. So I'm saying, dude, they got D-Law. I'm like, it's just, yeah, man, I don't see a lot of L's, man. Pending health and stuff, and if we're 15-2, man, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll have the number 1 seed in a bye if that happens. Now 13-4 could go either way. You don't know if you're getting a bye with 13-4. It's crazy what a difference 2 games makes, but 2 games you don't know. 14-3, I think you could potentially have a bye. 15-2, I think you got a bye. You got a first round bye, get the 1 seed. But man, it is crazy to think that the Eagles. I have the Eagles going like I think 13-0 up until their first L. But I could see in the first 4 games that Chiefs game and that Bucks game are going to be interesting. I think I had them losing to the Ravens last year, and they won that game, and I had them losing to the Bengals because I didn't know if the Bengals were going to be like that, man. I thought the Bengals were going to have a bounce back. So,
yeah, they had some ugly losses last year.
yeah, man. Oh, the Eagles actually did. The last I had seen, man, it was 14-10, so now it's 24-14 Eagles. Okay, cool. It's going to be interesting, man. I got 15-2.
Damn, Tanner McKee is 14 of 17 with 193 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah, my man's playing lights out in the preseason. Damn.
That's incredible. Todd had commented on Facebook. What did Todd say? He said, I had his comment over here. Let me see. He has said, he commented a couple. He said, that's funny, bro. A lady at Borgata the other day said I look like Nick Sirianni. Like, and I said, bro, you do look like him. Todd kind of does look like Sirianni. But it's funny. I was saying that somebody tried to say I look like Tanner McKee. I was like, I don't think I look like Tanner McKee.
I doubt it.
And I said, you do look like Sirianni. He said, I agree, bro. We start 14-0 if there's no significant injury. So Todd agrees with me. 14-0 with no significant injuries. So we actually agree. Yeah, man. I just seen him roll. I see him steamrolling, bro. There's of course going to be some close games, man. I think that Chiefs game is going to be extremely close, and I think the Bucks game comes down to like 3 points. But I do think that some of the games will be. The Lions game will probably be close. You know what I mean? There's. I don't agree with you on the Rams game being close, Rich. I don't know what it is, man. Rams just have they can't hold a candle to us, bro. I don't know what it is, man. They just do not match up well with us. They've never have. I don't care how motivated they are. They've never have, man. Under McVay, bro. They beat us in like our biggest down year.
And the only reason why that playoff game last year was close was because of the snow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The Rams had the best chance to beat us in the playoffs, but it definitely was because of the snow, man. Had it not been for the snow, and we nearly choked it at the end. To be honest, bro. Let's be honest, bro. We were kind of choking the game, bro. Like there was no need for that. It was like
I swear, man, it would have been like Atlanta all over again.
That's what it was looking like. That's exactly what it was looking like, man. Because dude, he's through with the Cooper Cup, and he like, oh, now it's a 6-point game, and it's like, oh boy, like.
Stafford can carve our defenses up sometimes, so it just depends. But I like this defensive coordinator that we have. I think, yeah, ever since we got him, I think we've been better off with the Rams. But even when we win, though, Stafford always gets good stats against our defense. So that's why I think it would be a close game. And also, I just think they're a bitter team after what happened last year. So I think they're really going to try everything that they can. Like I told you, man, like people who are watching their training camps, they are practicing for that game that we play them. They have it circled on their calendar. Yeah. And they're like –
Barkley had what, 4 in the 2 games we played them last year? How many did he take to the house? 3 or 4?
I think it was 4.
I think it was 4. I think he had 2 in each game. 2 in both, bro. Barkley took it to the house 4 times on them, dude. So, they have gaping holes in that defense, dude. I don't care how good. I know Stafford can carve defenses up, man, but their defense cannot hold our offense at all. Like, it's just I know they got Jared Verse, and I know Jared Verse is good. He's really good, but, like, he's one player. I don't think that they have the defense to hold to line up with us, man.
Well, I hope I'm wrong because I don't want that to be a close game. I don't like the Rams. I don't like Jared Verse. I don't like the Rams. I think they're corny. Every time we go to the Rams Stadium in LA or SoFi or Sci-Fi, wherever the hell it's called, it's like a home game. I think they just have a corny franchise. I think they should have stayed in
St. Louis.
Where were they before?
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah, they were in St. Louis. I think they should have their fan base was in St. Louis, man, and they moved it to. I think that was like kind of an NFL like money grab move, and then they actually ended up moving to LA, and where it was less of a fan base from there. So it's like every time we go to SoFi Stadium, it's like a home game.
Yeah, man, for sure. And then they were in the Coliseum in LA before SoFi. The Coliseum. Yeah, man. So I think the Eagles are going to be good this year, man. This is going to be an interesting season for sure. There's always hype coming off of a Super Bowl victory season for sure. Dropping the banner against Dallas on Thursday night is going to be so sweet to see. But this one's going to be interesting,
everything
man.
you're saying. I agree with you, but it's just that there's other factors. You know what I'm saying? Like bounties and things that people don't talk about. Is that people are going to be going after these players, man. Everyone's going for you after you win a Super Bowl, and so we got to protect our quarterback, because Jalen Hurts did get hurt last year. Remember that he got hurt against the Commanders. So this is what I mean, man. It's like these guys are going to be bitter. They're going to be playing a little bit dirty. Football is football. I know that, but it's going to be. Don't be surprised, man, if we get late hits on Jalen. If we get, what I mean, just certain things that these guys, man, they don't like losing.
Oh yeah. No, of course. Everything I'm saying is based off of full strength. Obviously, if injuries happen, the Eagles are a very resilient team, but you still see, even with injuries, the Tampa game. Even the Washington game, the one when Hurts went down with the hit to the head, man. It's injuries happen, and of course, everything I'm saying is I can't predict if injuries happen. I can't predict on what the future is going to look like or how the season is going to go. But what I can say is only predictions I can make are from the information that we have at hand, right? And just full health. So obviously things can for sure drastically change. Hurts gets injured for the season, or Barkley.
I'm not saying injuries, but like dirty hits, like
I'm not
saying like big event. Like I'm saying that teams are always going to give their best, and to the type of schedule that we have, the win-loss ratio for these teams. These are good club after good club after good club after good club all season. That wasn't necessarily like that last season. So we're getting everybody's best, and we're getting the toughest teams in the NFL on a consistent basis, minus, our divisional teams and maybe, like the Packers. I don't think Packers are, like you said, I agree with you. I think they're mid. But I just think and we, for all intents and purposes, we have the same record. It's just we don't agree on the teams, and we don't agree on the teams based off of history. What does history tell us? We always split with the Cowboys. We've been able to split
last year we didn't know. Swept them.
Yeah, last year we didn't because Dak was hurt, though. But when Dak's around, like you said, we can't go off of injuries or anticipation. So when Dak's around, we split with the Cowboys. When
that's fair.
For New York, we have a history of sweeping New York. So I agree with you there. We're sweeping the Giants. The Commanders, I just really think, man, like I just really think, unless we set our starters, and even that, like, I just think we can sweep them, man. I just have this feeling, man, like even last year we should have swept them. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Marius said, we almost beat them with our backups. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, we got the same record. You know what I mean? I think it's different reasons for different games, but I think all that matters is having the same record and we all believe that the Eagles are going to be a great team and that they're not going to lose many games this season. I mean, Mario, what is your take? Do you believe in the overall? What is your overall?
Nah, I think we're going to have a fantastic season. I think that we have a good, fully healthy squad. I mean, we can beat anybody in the NFL, as like Steve said earlier, man. Our squad is just loaded from top to bottom, especially our offense. I mean, it's going to be very, very difficult for opposing defenses to, match our offense caliber. There were some games on there that could go 50-50. The one against Buffalo, the one against Green Bay, the one against Tampa. And the Chiefs, even though we blew them out in the Super Bowl, man, they're going to be coming out for blood. I mean, that game's going to be an arrowhead. They're going to have the fans on their side. They're going to have they're going to have the refs on their side, and I'm pretty sure the Chiefs have made some adjustments, in how to play us. I'm sure they made some adjustments on that offensive line. So, and I'm sure Mahomes is going to have a fantastic game. So there's some games in there that it could go 50-50, but overall, we play the game that we play. I definitely see us finishing with a number 1 seed again.
I think me and Steve got them Eagles winning there, though. I believe so.
Kansas City?
Yeah, no, Eagles. I think me and Steve both got the Eagles winning in Arrowhead.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close because I just think the Chiefs are gonna be out for blood. So it's gonna. I'm sure Andy's probably gonna, make some adjustments and stuff like that, man. He'll have the playbook ready to go for us as he always usually does when it comes to the regular season. So they haven't forgotten about that loss in the Super Bowl, I'm sure. So, but it could very go either way. I mean, I'll tell you what, if it was here, I think we blow them out the water. But the fact that it's an Arrowhead, it's gonna make it very, very interesting.
Yeah. No, man. What's your overall record?
I got him going 15-2.
15. Oh, dang. So we're all three of us.
Wow, man. We all got 15-2 across the board. I know, man. I wouldn't have seen that, man. I thought 15-2 was sounding ambitious, man. So we all got 15-2 pending full health, man. Yeah, man. I just think after what we saw from Philly last year, man, I don't know what it is, man. I don't think there's a lot of teams that can really beat us, man. It's more so our own errors and slip-ups, man. If we're fully healthy, man, like I just believe that we were so close to being, to be honest, man, we were so close to being 16-1 last year, man. I mean, we almost beat Washington and we slipped up at the end. To be honest, we should have been 15-2 last year, bro. I mean, especially that Atlanta game, bro. We should not have lost the Atlanta game. Yeah. We should have been 15-2 last year.
Yeah, no, I mean, we should have been 16-1 because we easily could have beat Atlanta and Washington at full health.
Yeah, Tampa was the only big discrepancy last year, but obviously we were down players, but still they whooped us. But outside of that game, man, we should have absolutely been like 16-2, at least 16-1, at least 15-2 though. That Atlanta game was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Even that game, man, we were missing AJ Brown. I forgot about that. I thought we were full strength. Nah, AJ hurt himself in week 1. Yeah, I forgot, man. We still weren't even full strength in that one either. So, dude, every game we were full strength, we won last year, man. We didn't lose any games when we were full strength.
Yeah, so we gotta keep these guys healthy and not injured. Keep them off the injury list, man. And yeah, I can see another Lombardi on the horizon.
We have a chance, man. I absolutely believe it, man. We really do have a chance to win another one, dude.
We brought our core back. We didn't really lose any significant pieces, man. Most of the core is back, so. Dude,
Whereas I didn't believe that after the first one we won, bro. Of course we were hyped, bro, but that was kind of lightning in a bottle, bro. I mean, this Super Bowl was fair and square. That first one was so special, man, because it almost was like it was destined. Like, man, it was just some lightning in a bottle type of stuff, man.
And also, there's no quarterback controversy this time around. Last time, remember, we had Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. I'm like rushing Wentz back after injury. This time around, we don't have none of that.
Nah, this is just complete, like, yeah, exactly. We have a fully just healthy and solid team. So it's like, this is an honest opportunity. This year is an honest chance to repeat, pending health. Mm-hmm. See, if they're healthy, man, and at least in the key positions, man, I don't see why they can't win another one, man.
The only team that can stop us in the NFC would be the Niners.
I think so too.
They're the only ones that have a legitimate chance. Potentially, the Niners are healthy.
Potentially Detroit too, with Detroit's at full health. Because remember, Detroit got unhealthy at the end of the year last year too.
Their defense was absolute. Dude, they were playing third stringers.
Right, they'll have Hutchinson back this year and stuff. So that's what. Yeah, now Detroit too. I think Detroit and San Francisco. Washington, I mean, I don't think they're going to have the year they had last year. I think they're going to be good, but I don't think they're going to have the year they had last year.
So I agree.
So I'm going to say Detroit. It's going to be Detroit and San Fran are going to be the key teams to watch.
I don't agree with San Fran. I don't agree.
I do, man. I feel like San Fran always has, dude, they have a down year and then a bounce back. A down year and a bounce back, bro. I don't know what it is. They were in what, three of the 5 Super Bowls or something. No, two of 4 Super Bowls in like 4 years, man. I mean, and then they were in the NFC title games too, man. Even the games when they didn't win them, bro, they were still in title games. So I don't know, man. They do have a winning culture there, man. It just is what it is. They're one of those teams that just has a winning culture. So they do choke in the playoffs, but during the season, man, they do tend to have good seasons.
Yeah, and not only that, with McCaffrey healthy now, man, that's going to take the pressure off of Brock Purdy.
Yeah, and Greenlaw will have a full season too, man. He's not coming off an injury, so they're going to have Greenlaw and they're going to have Fred Warner.
I don't agree with the notion that McCaffrey's fully healthy. It may look like that on paper, but he was contemplating retiring because he had.
Well,
He had a super serious injury last year. That's pretty much almost career ending.
He's definitely healthier than he was last year. Like, dude, they didn't know where he was at coming into the season last year, man. They tried to rush him back. Whereas, like, now, man, he's had enough time to rehab it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he might not get injured again because he has a history, but he's definitely healthier than where he was coming into the year last year, where they tried to rush him early. So he's gonna be better than he was last year. You know, pending
the injury that he has is not a regular injury where you just heal up and come back. The type of injury that he has, he could very well be healthy right now, but the type of injury that he does have, he can be healthy, but not the same player that he was before that injury, if that makes sense.
That's true. I actually agree with you because all it takes is one hit, one wrong slide, and then you never know.
What's his injury? The calf?
Wasn't it the Achilles or like near it?
Yeah, he had like an oblique. He had like an oblique injury or something.
It wasn't the Achilles per se, but it was very close to it. Like I don't know what that body part is called, but it was close to the Achilles.
Yeah, he has something. It must have been a calf injury, bro. I mean, calf is very close to the Achilles. Let me see.
Bro, you get an Achilles injury at his age, that's a wrap. You might as well retire. I don't see you coming back from that.
He not only had that calf injury, though, man, he had an oblique injury, too, in the past, man, which is like your sides near your ribs and shit, too. So he's had injuries upper body and lower body. You know, for a running back, though, a lower body injury is huge, man. I mean, if you have a calf injury, man, you can't plant your feet. Like, you can't shift. You can't shift and you can't move. So if you can't plant your foot into the ground and be able to change direction, that's huge. And McCaffrey does that a lot. So it's like, if you're one of those running backs that likes to shift and like plant your foot, if you have a calf injury, you know how huge that is. That's why in basketball, an Achilles injury is so bad, because in Achilles, you're planting your feet and you're shooting. You know what I mean? You're flexing your Achilles. You have to jump. So if you can't jump and you don't got a jump shot, you know how in basketball, footwork is so important, like step backs and movement. In basketball, you have to, like, a lot of players like to step back. I'm not even going to lie, man. When I would play basketball sometimes and do a lot of step backs, man, my Achilles would feel sore sometimes afterwards. So that just goes to show. I've never had an Achilles injury in my life, but your Achilles is so important in basketball, man, because there's so much movement, like with like shifting and step backs and everything. Whereas in football, if you're a running back and you can't plant, it's a problem.
Yeah,
so
and especially at his age, if you have an Achilles injury at his age, man, I don't see coming back from that.
Yeah, they're going to go as far as McCaffrey can take them, man. Yeah, if McCaffrey does not have a full healthy season, man, no, for sure. They're definitely not going to have as good of a year as we're predicting. But if McCaffrey can stay healthy relatively throughout the season, they'll still be good.
Yeah,
but it's going to be as far as McCaffrey can take them.
Yeah, because their defense is not bad, so they can definitely give us a run for our money if they're fully healthy.
And they got Salah back as their D coordinator, so that's going to be real interesting, man. There's going to be a lot of emotion coming into that. Him coming back. A lot of those guys didn't want to see him go, so like him coming back, it's going to be a lot of emotion. Their defense is going to be solid. The offense is going to be interesting. Debo left, right? Like Debo's not there anymore. Debo's gone.
Debo's in Washington with the Commanders.
So Debo's there. You have. Do they still have what's his name? Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk.
Yes.
So they got
I think they still got Ayuk,
and they still got Kittle. So you got Kittle, you got Ayuk. And their O line, they still have Trent. What's his name? Trent Williams, and they got guys on the old. They got a good O line too. It'll be interesting. Purdy, it's also going to depend on Purdy too. But
I feel like with McCaffrey there, he plays better because the pressure's not on him. Like McCaffrey can run, he can block, he can get passes off the screen. Like we saw how badly Purdy got exposed last year when McCaffrey wasn't there. But if McCaffrey's there, though, man, I can definitely see Brock Purdy having a really good year.
Yeah, without McCaffrey, man, it was like.
Yeah, because they basically took away play action without McCaffrey there, man. Play action was dead in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was over. So it's gonna be a problem, man. It's gonna be a good year, though, man. I feel,
Yeah, but the good news is, man, football's back, and that's the most important thing, dude.
Exactly, man. So 15-2 across the board. My worst case is at 13-4, so still not bad either way. Yeah, that's what I got, man. We'll check in more. Like I'll have an episode as the season starts too, man. But this is what I got for now, man. I actually had Rob in the promo, man, and then I found out Rob was on his way to Bali. Like
Oh, he's on his way to Bali.
Me and him had originally talked, and I had confused like the week he was going. So yeah, he's on his way to Bali, man. He's still on his way now, I guarantee. But that's a long flight. But yeah, my man's going for 2 weeks.
That's wonderful. I'm sure he's gonna have a blast.
Yeah, man. Bali's on my bucket list, man, for sure. And it's not that expensive once you get there. It's I heard the rooms are cheap and like things to do and food are cheap out there. It's the flight there because it's on the other side of the world. It's halfway. Thailand's very similar from what I heard. Very affordable, but it's a lot of air. It's expensive airfare to get there. But yeah, man. In the words of George, safe travels to our brother Rob. To brother Rob.
Brother Rob. Bro, at first I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I'm like, what the hell's brother Rob?
Brother Rob, man. Brother Rob. That being said, man, I think I'll end it there. Wrap it up, man. But yeah, man, 15-2, 13-4, worst case, man. I'm excited, man. Go Birds. In other words, what Cooper DeJean said, go Birds, dickhead. Go Birds, dickhead.
Go Birds, dickhead.
Go Birds, dickhead. Let's go. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a year for sure. It's always good when football season's back, man. But
yes, sir. All right, man. Yo, brother Steve, brother Rich, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate the invite once again. And my bad for coming on late. I have some things to take care of, but I'm glad to be back on the show, bro. I hope to do many more sports episodes throughout the season, man. Hopefully, the next time that we do another sports one, man, they'll be undefeated.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. So, Rich, Mario, thank you. Appreciate that. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. It was actually going to be an after hours episode next week, 9 p.m. It'll be episode 223. I'll keep you posted on the topic and the guest list as we get closer, guys. That being said, continue to enjoy your summer. Have a great night, great weekend. We'll see you next week. Go Birds, dickhead.
Go Birds.
Go Eagles.
Go. Peace.